In this video, we're going to be taking a look at report functionality in the StraboField application. Reports have been designed as a new way to record information that is connected between multiple spots or does not necessarily have a geographic location. So before I show you some examples and the functionality reports, I'll show you how to get there. So I currently have a report open. I'm going to close that. Here I am on my map view, and if I click on the home menu in the top left-hand corner, that opens up my menu, and below the manage header, I can go to reports, and this will open up my report menu, and this has all of the reports I've created so far, and at the very top, we can click create new report. This brings up my report form. There are two categories at the top that have a controlled vocabulary. This is intended audience, which can be anyone, collaborators, or only me, depending on who you think this report is going to be most useful. We should note at the time of creating this video, reports are always going to be private to the user who created them, but in future iterations of reports, we do want to design the functionality to toggle between public or private viewing of these reports. There are report types, which can be contemplation, summary, question, or hypothesis. We will look at some examples of these, and I'll talk about them as we're moving through the reports. We have subject. This is going to be your subject line, just like an email. This is going to give the details of what's going to be in a report. So if I close out of this form, I can see all of my reports here with the report types. And then within these, we have mysterious mineral or regional syncline that will give a little bit of information about what that report is going to be about. Going back to this report form, we have our notes field, which is just going to be the main body of the report where you can type in notes. We can add photos and sketches. You can either take photos, import photos. You can also open up a blank sketch pad. So say I'm hypothesizing that there's a regional scale syncline. I may want to draw that out exactly to characterize some of the asymmetry of the beds there. If I bring in a photo, similar to photos being brought in at the spot level, I can click on that, click on this middle icon with the pencil, and I'll be able to sketch directly on my photo. I can save that, and that gets saved to my report. With these reports, you can also add associated spots. We think this is a really key part of reports, as reports are going to be highlighting these ideas that are maybe synthesizing information collected across the field area, but that information is going to be connected to spots that have observations and data preserved. So to add associated spots, we can click add and remove spots. And I can select the spots here. I can close out of that. And then I can click on any one of these spots. It'll ask me if I want to leave report, if I want to save it, and then it will take me to this spot where I can see the information actually recorded at the spot level. We can also add spots to reports from the map. So here I'm looking at a map. If I click on this map actions menu, so these three dots on the left-hand side, and then towards the bottom of this, there's add spots to reports. This will allow me to draw a polygon around the spots I want to add. I can set that area. It will ask me what report to add this to. I'll add this to that last report I was working on. Hadn't actually added a type or subject. And now I can click here and see all of those spots that I circled to add to this report. Finally, the final form to add to these reports is tags. These are going to be user-defined tags, just like you would add to a spot. We see these being used in many functionalities, particularly when you're doing group workflows. Say you have specific users you would like to come and look at a report or look at a few spots in a field area. So if I go back to my other reports, say we have a mysterious mineral, you're seeing this mineral at multiple spots, and you're more of a structural geologist and not so much of a mineralogist, and you just want some help with the mineral ID. You may add some spots that you see this mineral at, and then you may say on your tags that you want a consult from Carly, who's maybe your token mineralogist along for the field campaign. So we can save that report. So that's the broad overview of reports. We hope you can use them to enhance your field work. And until then, happy Straboing.